Hi, I'm Sarah Schwab from Content Creation Coach, and welcome to video number 3 of our Getting Started with Content Creation series. I'm so glad you're here, and I am so excited about the momentum that's been building with videos number 1 and 2. If you haven't seen them yet, I encourage you to go back and watch them. We've covered a lot of foundational ideas, shifts about what content marketing and content creation is really all about and how you're going to be able to use it in your own business. So welcome again. I'm Sarah Schwab. I founded Content Creation Coach, and I help businesses and entrepreneurs like you to create consistent, compelling content. It's what I have built my programs around and my business around. I've worked with numbers of clients now and seen them be able to create so many pieces of content that would have otherwise never come to fruition. So I hope that I can do that for you as well. And today, what I want to teach you is some of the mistakes that I've also seen that people have done, either that I've seen out online in the world or even in my own circles, because content creation has some pitfalls that you don't want to fall into. So we'll dive right in, and there are lots of mistakes I could talk about, but I'm going to cover 3. And the first one is inconsistency. And inconsistency is such an easy thing to have happen to you when it comes to content creation, because especially when you're first getting started, if you put out 1 or 2 things, you can get busy. You might feel like it didn't have the impact you wanted it to. You might just, have those hesitations because you didn't think it was as good as it should have been, or whatever the case may be. I've seen so many times people post on their blog a couple of articles and then just disappear for months at a time. And that does not reflect well. The same thing with starting out with email marketing, for example. If you're sending out something to your list and trying to grow your list, and you send 1 or 2 and then disappear, and they don't receive anything for quite some time, and it's kind of a random thing, you actually are doing the opposite of what we're trying to do with content creation. We're trying to build trust. We're trying to, establish a relationship. And what you're really doing is showing yourself to be inconsistent, be unreliable, to be potentially, not very valuable. You don't have enough to share with them. And so it actually is doing more harm than good. So when you start with content creation, consistency is key. So you don't want to fall into the inconsistency trap. The second mistake that I have seen too often is failure to promote your content. I'm kind of standing in front of it. And this happens when people post an article, maybe to their website, on their website blog, and that's it. And they kind of expect that people are just going to find it or go there. And when in reality, that is not how it works, at least not at first. Eventually, a library of content can impact SEO. It can drive some traffic to you. But really, that happens through promotion. And it's about putting your content out in other places, getting it in front of people where they already are, finding those people. So there are a lot of strategies that I talk about in how you can do that, but don't just, stick it in 1 or 2 places and let it languish. So that's something to add to your content creation list, is that, yes, create the content, but then have a checklist, have all the things that you're going to do with it, where you're going to put it, how you're going to promote it. So that's really important. The last mistake I want to talk about quickly is bland, impersonal content. Again, since the goal of content creation is about building relationships, if you're just writing informational, factual content that's bland and flat, you're not achieving that goal. A lot of people seem to think that their content is their information. It is their knowledge, just the stuff that they know. The truth is, a lot of that information is available out there in a lot of different places. People can go, to any places, a number of places online to learn the same things that you might be teaching them. So the question is, why should they learn it from you? Why should they listen to you? Why are you the right fit for them? And the way you answer that isn't with information. It's with personal connection. It's with, sharing something different, unique, blending in your personal creativity, weaving in, stories and engaging with people. That is the art, I think, of content creation. That is not bland. It's not just flat content, if you will, but it is deeper than that. So those are three things that I see a lot out there in the world of content marketing that I want you to do better, right? And that actually brings me to the next thing, which is you. There are a lot of people out there who would potentially offer to do content for you. And I am of the belief that content creation is about your message and your voice. And it's, you're building relationships with your prospective clients. And that is not something that I recommend that you outsource. Can it be done? Sure. Not terribly effectively from what I've seen, and it's incredibly expensive. And so the world that I work in, the people I work with, the world that I want to live in, quite honestly, is much more about the personal connection. And that means that content creation has to be done by you. And I think that is exciting, actually. I hope it excites you, because then we're talking to each other about our own expertise, and it allows some really exciting things to happen that can't happen when you try to accomplish this in another way. So if that resonates with you, then I have some really exciting things and an exciting opportunity to share with you. And I want you to imagine with me for a second that you now have a library of content. You have 25, 50 articles, maybe 100 articles. You have some videos, you have a free gift, maybe an ebook or something that you really are proud of, that people are opting in for. You have, your content is starting to really have an impact on your business. You're growing your list on a daily basis. You're getting reactions from people about what you're putting out. You are attracting more clients through your content. You're also attracting the attention of other businesses, other people in your field, other partners. You're being approached with partnerships and opportunities. And not only that, but you now have a growing confidence and, courage and joy in doing what you do and having your business. And those two things really, in my mind, go hand in hand. And that's what we all want, isn't it? We want that picture of our business. That's how it's kind of supposed to work. But it has to start somewhere, right? And it starts with one piece of content, and then another, and then another, and so on. And so I know from experience that that vision is not as far away as you might think. You could very easily be there in a year's time, maybe less. If you are consistent and if you are to have direction, you can build this. It is very doable. But I know that the early stages are the hardest. When you're very first putting things out and you're having questions and you're having doubts and you're going through the sort of growing pains, if you will, that happen in all of the things that we do to grow our business. And so that's why I've created something that's specifically for that time. It's for those of us who are getting started with content creation, and it is called the Content Creation Jumpstart Program. And so if that is something that speaks to you, I hope that you will take a look at the next video that comes out. I'm going to talk a lot more about the program and make an offer to you, and it's going to be just a great experience for anyone who wants to dive into this and really make it happen for you and your business. And there will be special bonuses for just the first handful of people who sign up. So again, make sure you look for it in a couple of days. I hope you have gained a lot of value already from the things I've been talking about in these videos. Be sure and leave another comment, share this series with your friends, and look for the next video in a couple of days. And I hope that we will be able to continue to work together and help you reach your goals and build your content creation foundation. Thank you. Bye-bye.